Hey guys, it's your boy Joe back at it again, codingphase.com. Your boy's back and out and did it again one more time. Okay, hopefully you guys are good. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Okay, it's your boy Joe back at it again. Listen, man, let's get into it. All right. So, we're going to talk about long-term plans, man, long-term goals. I know some of you guys probably thinking in your head, man, Joe, I want to become a developer right now. I want to become a developer and get hired right now as we speak, right? You're telling me about something, right? But I don't like the word long-term. And what I mean by long-term, I'm talking about, you know, what happens after you get the job, right? What's the plan, right? What happens after that, right? By the way, I do want to mention that we are trying out a new platform, StreamYard. We're going to see if maybe this is a better platform for us to hop in here and do live streams. Okay. If you are on your computer, if you are at home, email me right now if you want to hop in this conversation. We could do this live right here, us too. Let me know. Okay, so email me codingphase@gmail.com. If you have the time, you have 15 minutes to hang out with your boy. Let's do this live, right? Let's talk about this, right? What are the goals after you get that first job, man? Because I feel like a lot of people come into this game without knowing what they really want out of this. And what happens after you get the job? Do you just continue working? Do you just continue jumping into different companies? It's a good topic. All right. So if you are here right now, if you are on your phone, if you are on your computer, send me an email, codingphase@gmail.com, if you want to hop on this live stream right now. Okay, we're testing this out, right? We're doing this live stream, but we're also testing out this new platform, StreamYard, to see if this might be our new platform that we are going to jump on. Tyler Benton, if you got some time today, hop on that that live stream. Email me, codingphase@gmail.com. I'll check it out right now. Okay, this is going to be pretty cool. Shout out to my boy Bobby from Code Foundry. He's the one that put me onto this platform, and I'm checking it out. I say, you know what? I'm that type of dude that I'll go in and I'll test it out live, see how it is. Okay. So yeah, man. I mean, for me, I feel like you have to have a platform, right? You have to have a plan. You have to be, having something that you can fall back on, and you can say, okay, I'm gonna become a developer, but what do I want out of it? Do I want to become a freelancer? Do I want to become a digital nomad? Do I want to become a CEO of a big startup? Do I want to create a digital agency? Do I want to just be an indie developer, right? Or do I just want to be a developer that works for a company and I'm good to go? And it's like, hey, Joe, all I care about is getting paid, getting my little bag, and that's it. That's all I really care about. And if you're that type of individual, that's fine too. For me, my whole goal was I need to figure out a skill that I can do and I can get paid from it on my own, right? So if you ever worked on any type of bullshit job, right? Like I'll give you a very good example. Like I was working at Armani Exchange in Queen Center Mall, right? And I was like, this place is cool. This is nice. But then I got laid off. Pretty much I got fired, right? They were like, oh, they was trying to figure out different ways of like letting people go. So I think at the time there was like 8 people working there, and they want to bring it down to 4. I wasn't one of the 4 that made it to the cut. They're like, okay, cool. We could get rid of Joe. We could keep a couple of the baddies. You know how it is. You work in retail. They're like, yo, let's keep a couple of the baddies, right? Because most of the guys that go into Armani Exchange, it's guys that need a little somebody to rub their ego, right? I was that type of dude. I was in there. Hey man, what type of shirt you want? Hey, this just came in. Hey, what size you want? Da da da. That's it. I'm not kissing nobody's ass. I'm not going in there, And a couple of girls, that's what they do, right? They go in there, they make bread, they get sales. Okay. A girl will come in and be like, hey, damn, we would love for you to have this Armani Exchange cologne. Smells so good on you. You will look so good in the club if you wear this, or this and that, right? So of course they got to keep them, right? I'm just in there being honest with dudes. I'm like, yo, man, that shirt is too big on you. Hey, man, I don't think that color is not that good for you, right? Like, I was just being honest with people. So I got laid off, right? Pretty much fired, right? And we just call it fired. Laid off is the nice word of it. And I ended up in a freaking parking lot of the mall, which is like a disgrace. Like, you know what I mean? Like when you work at a mall, your goal is to continue going up, right? You're like, okay, one day I'm gonna be the manager of this store, right? You never think like you're gonna go even lower than the position that you're already in, and you're gonna end up at the parking lot. You're not even in the mall no more, my dude. You're in the parking lot. Yeah. So at that moment, I was like, man, I gotta do something with my life, right? I gotta make sure I get my shit together, and whatever skills that I focus on, it has to be something that I can take with me, right? Like I always respect people that do construction. I always respect people that do like mechanic or things that they can do with their hands, because you could work somewhere and you could leave out of there with those skills. Nobody can take that away from you. So I always gave them props. And I said, you know what? The skills that I have from like retail and like things like that is like I can't just pop up and show up somewhere else and get paid the same amount just because I could sell some clothes or something like that. So I was like, man, I got to get something like that, like construction, right? Or something, right? Now, for me, I'm not a construction type of dude, right? I'm not a type of dude to be outside sweating and shit like that, getting the sun on top of you, or being in the cold. Like in New York City, you're in the cold, doing road work. And it's like, yeah, your first job is like $50,000, but then, 10 years, 15 years later, you could get $25 on top of whatever you started with, right? Some of those guys that are like, construction site managers, they make a lot of bread. But I was like, man, most likely I'm not gonna get that. Like the mafia and people always bring in like nepotism into it. So I was like, even if I go into construction or something like that, I'm not gonna make it that far, right? Plus, that's not for me. So for me, I was like, you know what, man, I gotta find a skill. And luckily I was going to school for IT work, right? And I was going to LaGuardia. And at the time, like I noticed somebody in a Starbucks. I don't know if it was a Starbucks or just like a regular uh coffee store, whatever coffee spot. And I saw a dude just coding, writing code, and something looked similar because I saw something that had to do with HTML. And I was like, yo, I pulled him to the side. I said, hey, man, not to bother you, but I just want to know what you're doing here, man. Every day I see you here at 12 o'clock. You always on your computer. He's like, I work from here. And I was like, whoa, that blew my mind. Because I was like, I'm going to school for like 8 hours a day to go work for somebody that's going to be at that office, right? Or whatever company it is, to work in there for another 8 hours a day while this dude is here in Starbucks just chilling and, coding away, click, clack, click, clack, click, clack, right? So luckily for me, I jumped into this game, right? But I knew from the beginning that, hey, if I get into development, right, it has to be with a goal, with the goal to actually go and become my own boss and somehow, right? Because I know there's other ways to make income without just working for somebody. And thank God I did, thank God that I did that and I got into the game, But this is what I'm saying, like, what's your goal? What is it that you're here for, man? What's your long-term plan? What you're planning on doing, So if you want to hop on with me live right here, let me know. Send me an email at CodingPhase, right? So not at CodingPhase, it's CodingPhase at gmail.com. Send me a message right now. Let's see if we could pull you in. Static Quarter says, hey, for me, I'm so terrible. Currently have my own geotether, so I'm reading. Okay, nice. Static Coder, let me know if you want to hop on this live stream live. Elvin Uchedo. Hey, you want to hop on this live stream? Let's do this. Let me see if I can send you a invite. Okay. I just send you an invite, Elvin. And to MGTO. Let's do this live stream. Just sent you another invite too. And your boy Tyler. Shout out to Tyler Benton. I just sent you an invite on your Gmail. Check that out. Okay. So I send like 3-4 of you guys invite. Come in. Let's do this live. Let's just talk about it. Let's do it how we used to do it back in the days, where we just come in here live and have conversations amongst developers, okay, and prospects, you know. Shout out to everybody in here. Let me see who's in here. We have a couple of people. Okay, we got Hey Time. We have Alantino with the crazy face, the crazy icon. Let's see. Static Coder. I honestly don't want to work at a company. I just want to make my own shit. I've been too fucked up over corporations. Yeah, I felt the same way. Let me see. Andrew Rico says, I'm already a web developer with a legit job now. I want to become a blockchain developer. You know, blockchain is cool, but at the same time, I don't know about that. Right? I feel like blockchain is like a buzzword, right? It's like a buzzword to me, right? I've been following Bitcoin and I've been following all of this other different companies, or we could say different decentralized coins and things like that for a while. But I feel like even like when Ethereum came out, a lot of people was like, oh, I want to become a blockchain developer and this and that. And it's like, is there like a market out there for that? I think it's so early right now to become like a blockchain developer right now. Like, and that's just from my experience and from what I know. Maybe some guy that's really into that world and it's already out there, making income and surviving in this world with blockchain. They could say, "Hey, man, Joe, this is where it's at," but maybe I'm not knowledgeable enough in that topic. But to me, I'm like, I don't know about that one right now. Okay, let's see. Da-da-da. Let me see, Joe. It might be one of those things of you go like, how did I ever go without this? Yeah, man. Kryptonite says, yeah, your video's cutting out. My video's cutting out. I don't know, bro. Is my video cutting out, guys? Let me know. Let me know. I'm right next to the Wi-Fi. So let me know if my video's cutting out. Let me see who's in here. Yo, what up? What up, Kryptonite? You in
What's
here?
up, man? What's up, Joe? How you doing?
How's everything, bro?
I'm okay, man. I've been doing the StreamYard thing a little while. I mean, but yeah, I'm getting. I'm kind of trying to see if I can transition into computer science a little bit. You know, um, I did the avatar thing, for doxing reasons. Like, some people, they would put their face in here, but I don't want to get doxed. I don't know if you know what doxing is, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, nah, that's fine, man. I mean, who's gonna dox you, bro?
Any any employer that wants to do that, you know. Any any any
you out here, you out here nervous. You're like, yo, hold on, bro. I don't want to be on the internet like that.
I'm just
No,
telling you
that's
the game.
smart. That's smart. That's smart. That's smart. I myself, I try to, even though I'm here like on YouTube, like it really took me like, you know, almost like 5 years. I don't know how long. Like from 2000, I started in 2012 as a developer, getting hired and things like that. And for the longest time, I wanted to get on YouTube, but at the same time, I was just like yourself. Like I was like, I don't know if I want to put my face out there, or like, I don't know how somebody might uh take what I say or whatever. Like people would
Right.
judge you a certain way or whatever it could be, and then you like you know, before they even know your knowledge or before they even give you a chance. So that's fine.
Right. Right. Plus, my channel name is kind of controversial a little bit.
And I don't even know what that means. MGTO.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's like a philosophy about. I mean, I could tell you about it some other time if you want to stick to the topic. I
yeah,
could
yeah,
tell,
yeah,
I could dig deep into that. Some other time. But I don't know if you want to stick to long-term plan development stuff.
yeah, yeah. Let's start with that. So, what's your long term plan, bro?
Um, well, I'm looking at maybe because I heard for the good positions. I heard for the good positions you need like at least a bachelor's. Probably better off with an accredited master's. An accredited master's for like certain positions in the big companies. So I want to
Mhm.
get that. I want to get that under my belt. Let's see what else. Definitely build the portfolio. I don't even know exactly what that entails, but I've heard plenty of things about that.
Mhm.
Um, let's see. So degree portfolio. There's probably some other things. I think those are the two main. Like to land your first job. I'm thinking those are the two main things you would want. You know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
to
No, I
land.
mean, some people here on the chat room says one Syrian says you don't have to have a degree, you have to be able to code and prove it, which is right. But at the same time, there's also companies that might be like, you know what, we need you to have a degree, or depending on how far you want to take it, right? Maybe a degree might be required, or even for your own growth, I think a degree might be required. Like, I myself have, a goal of like maybe, I don't know, in my 40s or 50s, might want to do like a bachelor's or master's in computer science, just to have it there, just in case if I decide, what I want to teach to, my local college or my local university or whatever it might be. Like, the school system doesn't play those games. They don't be like, well, you got 10 years, 20 years of experience. Like, nah, bro, we need to see a degree. So there's definitely certain jobs and certain opportunities that,
Especially
uh,
for management too. Like I heard
yeah,
masters, like a masters for if you want to become like a CTO or a manager or something like this. You need a master's from an accredited, and I've heard they want to see accredited because there's plenty of colleges that offer degrees, but there's a list of which ones are legit accredited. So
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, definitely. That's like when I'll be seeing like, colleges popping up out of nowhere. It's like, hey, web developer bachelor's. And I'm like, bro, that's not even a degree right now. Like, that's not accredited nowhere. Like, there is no web developer's bachelor. Like, you either have computer science or software engineering, or that's it. That's pretty much it. Or electrical engineering. Like, those are the three options that you can take as far as like a legit bachelor's. But yeah, man. Shout out to anybody in here. Somebody said musical whim says, is anyone else's stream is skipping or is it just me? Let me know, guys, if you guys are having issues with the stream. Again, this is the first time we're trying out StreamYard to see how it is, see if it's good, see if it's gonna be something that we might keep in the long term. As you guys can see, we do have the logo of StreamYard. So this is like the demo version. You know what I mean? It's like we came in, we got the cheat codes, we got the demo version. That if not, we wouldn't be giving them no clout. Okay. That's why you see the logo there. But Standerman says it's just you, bro. I don't know why. I love when Standard Man comes around because Standard Man just comes in and gives you the hard facts. Like, yo, my dude, go connect to the internet, my dude. Go get closer to your Wi-Fi. You know? JM says it's smooth. Okay, all right. Yeah, man. So, at what level you at right now?
I'm looking to transition from like a completely different field. Like I'm looking to get started with the portfolio, and then prob. I already have a bachelor's degree, so hopefully I can use my non-related, my non-related degree, and get into an accredited master's CS program. I'm hoping. I got to look into it, but that's the story.
Yeah.
So that's
No, that's good. That's good. That's good. I like that. But have you started learning how to code? Have you, um,
dude, I'm
you know,
googling. I'm googling right now. What is HTML? Like I'm
okay.
googling exactly what that is. I'm googling like, and there's plenty of channels. I mean, you have a pretty great channel, but like everywhere, everything. I'm just trying to absorb. I'm just trying to take in. You have a great channel. I'm trying to take in all the info
Yeah,
everywhere,
yeah.
everywhere I can see it.
Yeah,
Very,
nice, nice, nice. Thank you. No,
yeah,
that's good, man. You should definitely, shameless plug, I have to do it because it is what it is. But you should check out codingphase.com. Like literally, if you go to the page, codingphase.com/timeline, all of the different skills and courses that you need to take. Um, it's pretty much there. So if you ever want to try it out, I will say go ahead and test it out. It's like $20. You use the link in the description is like $10. You could cancel at any time or even get a refund if you say, you know what, I don't even know if I want to become a developer or I don't even know if this platform is for me. You get your money right back. Um, but definitely try it out. I feel like a lot of people have had a lot of success in what we do here, and I try to make it, how can I say, like, um something that you could feel like, okay, i'm not learning something that's complicated. I'm trying to make it simple for people. It's like, so if you want to try it out, go ahead. But yeah, man, it's great that you're at that stage. I was there too. I remember back in the days, like, the way how I learned how to make websites, it's like a weird way when you really think about it. Like, I didn't learn how most people that they learn now, where they learn by finding about the career and then wanting to become a developer, etc. For
uh,
me, it was like an opposite way. It's like I learned because I wanted to build a Dragon Ball Z website, and then I was like, how does website work, and how can I upload a website or put a website online? And I learned by actually doing the same thing that you're doing right now, which is Googling every single little thing, like every single little step. Back then I used to go to the library and get the stupid books of like HTML for dummies or JavaScript for dummies, PHP for dummies. Like those used to be like some pretty good books back in the days. But yeah, man, so you're on your way, you're on the right path. And since you already found us here, whatever questions you might have, I'll try to answer and help you out. I feel like you shouldn't make the same mistakes that I made. That's why I have this channel here. Like, that's why this whole channel's here, so you
yeah.
can learn from what I've done that was right, and the things that I did wrong. I could, gear you the other way so you don't have to make those mistakes. you know but yeah, man, let me see who else is in here. We got Tyler, what up? You still in here?
Oh, yo, for sure. Yo, what's going on?
Shout out to your boy Tyler.
Well,
Quarantine. He's quarantined right now. He's like, yo, I'm quarantined. I don't know about. I haven't seen a barbershop since February. You know what I mean?
well, you actually do have barbershops open, but the only barbershop I like know of, it's like fucking like it's like it's like 4 cities over. So I have to take the train just to get to it.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. Yeah, man. So what's good, Tyler? I mean, now you working. What's the goal, man? You got the job now. What you doing after this?
Well, in here, right now, I have actually started working on my little startup idea at the moment. Which, wait, do you remember what I was telling you about it, or not really?
Which one? The one that you had the templates,
No.
or
Okay. So, the one pretty much where like um, you would get paired it with like random people, um, inside of a like video slash audio call
Mhm.
based on hobbies you actually specify.
Oh, okay, okay.
Because of here, and you know how like you would go onto like Discord, right? And you would post, oh, here, do anybody want to join like voice chat, right? And you would just be inside of like voice chat waiting for people to
Mhm.
actually join, right? Imagine if instead you actually had a platform where you can go and get paired with like people who like to code just like you do, and you can get paired like with them, and y'all could like talk for like 10 minutes or 20 minutes, and
Mhm.
after like 8 minutes or something, both of y'all it would get like a like pop up saying, oh, did you enjoy talking to Joe? Did you enjoy talking to like Tyler? And if y'all
Mhm.
both hit yes, y'all would get added to each other friend list where y'all can call and chat anytime.
Oh, that's hot. Yeah, no, I remember that. I remember we talked about that in the Discord chat room. If you guys don't know about the Discord chat room, if you go to the description, there should be a link there for our Discord. We talk about things like like this type of conversations that we having right now. This is the normal things that we do on the Discord chat room every day. It's a community in there. You can always hop on. I'm always trying to hop on in there as much as I can. Um, but yeah, man, shout out to my boy Tyler. Somebody said in here once here and says, Tyler got a job. Oh, snap. Yeah, man. Tyler got a job. Tyler, tell him where you work at, kid.
So,
Puff your chest out and be like, flex. Bring
hold
the
on,
arm out and be like, yo,
hold on, wait a
flex
minute,
real quick.
hold on,
You know what I
damn.
mean?
Oh yeah, here we go.
Yo, by the way, your boy Tyler got every merchandise, every single thing from Triplebyte.
Wait a
He
minute.
got the Triplebyte boxes, the Triplebyte hat, the Triplebyte, t-shirt, the Triplebyte shorts, the Triplebyte sandals, the chancletas, the special edition chancletas. He got it.
Mask also.
The Triplebyte mask. Yo, Tyler's the dude. They have him as the guinea pig. They say we just drop a new merchandise. It's like, yo, throw that shit to Tyler. He got it. You know what I mean? Like he'll put it out there. But it's cool because it's like, it's like that company is legit and it's a company that at the same time is helping a lot of developers to find different jobs. And I mean, tell people exactly what does Triplebyte do, man?
Okay, so pretty much, let me see. The simplest way I can actually describe them is that they are a platform that help other software engineers get jobs who might not come from like a certain background, like they don't live in the city, they don't have a college degree, they don't come from a CS background, they don't have hundreds of connections because like people people say we have a lot of software engineer jobs, but um and we don't have enough engineers. But the real thing is that we actually do, but they are just hard to find. And that's pretty much the problem Triplebyte solves is that they actually get like people who don't come from like who don't who don't come from like your average background. Like, they get people like me, Joe, some of you guys here who probably don't have a degree, that you never took a CS class, and you don't live in a major tech hub, and you don't have 500 connections on LinkedIn and so forth.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, man. Now, for the people that don't know, where you from, Tyler? Let the people know. Rep your city, rep your hometown, man. It's your time to shine right now. Somebody's like, that's the hometown hero. You know, like put your city on. Where you from, kid?
I'm from a very small town in Louisiana. Probably never heard of it, called Bastrop. That is pretty much by Monroe, Ruston, Grambling, just to like name a couple of like major like cities, but there wasn't really anything out there for me, so I had to pretty much do something to actually get out, which I did. So
Now, some people are asking, how did you get connected with Triplebyte? I mean, how did that happen?
so I was at okay, so I remember it like it was yesterday. So here, one day I hopped on YouTube, right? And this guy, it was naming like all these like platforms he was talking about Hired, he was talking about interviewing.so, I think, or hey, what's the name of that other platform? Interviewing.io, I think.
Something like that. I don't know.
He also mentioned Triplebyte. And I took all of those like platforms except Triplebyte. Triplebyte was like the last platform. I was like, okay, I see these ads everywhere. I see that ads on YouTube. I see that ads on like LinkedIn, on Reddit. Let me actually give this company a try. I went on. I completed their like little like 30 question quiz. I passed that. After that, I got redirected to a page to actually book a 2-hour screening with another software engineer. And if you don't know, he is that is pretty much where they will y'all will hop in a car together, and you will have to like share your screen, and he give you like tasks that you have to do, and you complete those like tasks, and then he asks you like technical questions, and then he asks about your background, and then he is pretty much like the gatekeeper, to say he's like the person who he pretty much like tests you just to like make sure that you know what you are talking about. And it's not a very hard test because it's like this. They actually know, and you don't know everything. They just want to see what you don't know and what you know. So when they make your profile, companies can actually see. Companies are not going to like, like see you as like, like somebody who knows this and that, and then you go to their like on-site interview, and this thing and you didn't pretty much like bumped it because your profile didn't match your skills pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's cool.
I completed that. I passed that. After that, after I passed that, I went through this process. It's called the whole process is pretty much called going live, and that's where for 2 weeks companies call you and they talk about their company, they talk about their benefits, they talk about what they do, what type of person they are like looking for, etc. This is a non-technical call. They are just telling you about them and just like asking about your background. If y'all both agree to go forward, that company actually books a date on your calendar on your super week. A super week is 5 days of on-site interviews, Triplebyte schedules for you. Everything free. And when your super week come, Triplebyte like, and they send you a like, and they give you a round trip plane ticket, they book you hotels, they give you Uber credits, etc. And you fly to your city, and you fly to whatever city it'll like on sites like located at, right?
Mm-hmm.
And once you get done, they were like all 5 like on sites, and you get your offers, and you pretty much accept whatever offer you want. So like, and you might have 5 on-site interviews, right, on your super week, and you might get like 3 offers, and you pretty much select whichever offer you want. And that's pretty much how the whole process goes.
Now, So then, so you applied to it, and then they called you back and told you like, "Yo, um, you want to come work with us, or
Oh,
how?"
okay. So so pretty much, Triplebyte, you know, they actually have a platform where they have companies on it, right? And they are a company themselves. So if you believe in your own product, you're going to use your own product, and that's pretty much what they actually
That's
do.
smart. That's smart. Because it's like, okay, cool. We got some talented developers that we're trying to get them into jobs. But hey, a position just opened up in our own company. We know this kid could do it. Bring them in.
Yeah, yes.
Nice, nice, nice.
And
I
if you
like
know,
I like Triple Bite. Tell
I'm pretty much like the like figurehead, and like you know,
Yeah, we just saw on the website. If you go to Triple Bite, somebody just mentioned this right now. Somebody who was him? Let me just give him his credit. See if I put it in. Let me see. Somebody said Tyler. Okay, Kryptonite just said it. Tyler, you're on their side. I just press find your next job, and Tyler pops up. Let me see if I could even share it with my screen, just for those of you guys that's watching this, and you know, somewhere in the world, and like, yo, too lazy to go to Triple Byte. But let me see if I could share this real quick. Application. Uh, okay, here we go. Okay, so if we go to Triple Byte, okay, here you go. This is what you're seeing right now. Okay, so you got your boy. If you don't notice, your boy is in here. I'm Tyler, an engineer at Triple Byte, man.
yeah,
Nice, man. I'm so happy for you, man. Same thing that your boy Juan Serian just said right now. He's like, yo, man, I'm so happy for this dude, man. You know, we really proud of you, man. We proud of what you're doing. You know, you're one of the developers that's in here. You know, it's like, yo, I'm so happy for the dude. You know what I mean? Like, and it's true because I think you work hard, you know, and I was kind of telling you ahead of time, like before, I told you a million times, I was like, bro, you could be working right now. Like, you got the skills. For those of you guys that don't know, Tyler's been around probably since like 2017. Like, he's been from the beginning, one of the main subscribers here. And, you know, he's always helping other people out. You know, even once he started learning more skills and different things, like he will go back and help people out. And I'm like, bro, you're helping people out, and those people are finding jobs. Like, when is the next time you're gonna get a job? Right. So we put the pressure on Tyler. Like, me and Ramsey, sometimes we cracking jokes like, yo, Tyler, when's your portfolio coming out? Tyler spent like a year and a half. I was like, it's coming out one of these days, you know. You know what I mean? But he had the skills. He could have definitely been working a long time ago. But I'm so happy that now he's there. You know, he's doing his thing, and I really appreciate what Triple Byte did. You know, giving you your first opportunity, and it's gonna be good because this looks good on your resume, and you know, you've been working hard, so you definitely deserve it. You know, but yeah, man, put the good word in for Triple Byte for me. Be like, yo, my boy Joe needs a sponsorship.
needs a
Yeah.
sponsor.
Yo, we about to get. I need the Triple Byte hat, the Triple Byte T-shirt. You know what I mean? The
Yeah, for
the
sure.
the Triple Byte wife beater. You know what I mean? Like, I'll put that shit on real cool. Like, yo, looking like 50 Cent. Like, yo, we here Triple
Oh
Byte.
man,
You know, but yeah, man, shout out to them. You know, because I like every company that gives my students and people that subscribe to me and you know, people that support what I do an opportunity and see the talent and the value that they could bring into a company. So I'm really happy for you, man.
yeah, and and they are like all about diversity too because here and we recently like came out with a brand new like partnership and with this like person he pretty much has like his like own company called like Color Stack, and his goal is to get more like I mean his goal is to get more minorities into the whole engineering field. So we partnered with him, and we were like working together to like like get more people like in like color and Latinos and etc. into like
Nice.
engineering. So
Nice. Oh, by the way, Static Coder, I just send you a invite so you could hop on and definitely get in the live stream. You send me an email. By the way, if you want to hop on this live stream and you in a computer, you got a little headphone or something, you could hop on this live stream. Just email me codingphase@gmail.com. Okay, it is what it is. And of course, it has to be somebody that we have seen here on the chat room, or that has been around. We're not putting in some random dude that we never seen, random troll popping up. Like, we're not doing that. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody in here. Cam Perry says, proud of Tyler, no cap. Okay, as you guys can see, we in here, we in tune with the culture. You know what I mean? Like, in certain lingo, some dudes is like, yo, what does no cap mean? Do Urban Dictionary, my dude. Do go to Urban Dictionary, my dude. You know what I mean? Like, let's see, bro. Let me see. Yo, Lemonade said, bro, I'm an ex. Yo, this comment is crazy. Bro, I'm an ex-convict. Your company will get a $10,000 tax write-off just for hiring me. What up? Yo, this is coming in like, yo, I just did 10-year bid, my dude. Like, yo, listen, man, I don't know about that, man. Manny Benz is just like, yo, yo, but it's true. Yo, some of these companies, you could get a nice tax write-off, but I don't know if Triplebyte's in that game right now. You know what I mean? Like, what's $10,000 to Triplebyte? But Luminate, we could definitely help you out. We could try to steer you the right path, and it is what it is. But it was just funny reading that comment, because it's like you coming in out of nowhere, like, yo, bro, I'm an ex-convict. Like, yo, your company will get $10,000 tax write-off just for hiring me. Tell them to put me in, coach. Like, yo, shit is crazy, bro. Let me see what else. Yeah, man. Tyler gonna Tyler sometimes, but he made it.
Yo, what are you working on at the moment, Joe?
What I'm working on at the moment, I'm actually working on the new CodingPhase website, man. I'm still trying to knock it out. I think it looks good so far. The goal is that we're gonna focus a lot on career paths from now on. Let me see if I could open this up and give you guys a little preview. You guys tell me what you think. Okay. So let me open this up right here on a side window. Let me see, share screen. Okay, application. All right, let me just load this up. I'm starting to like the StreamYard. StreamYard is not that bad. Yeah, so this is what we got so far, bro. Yeah, I'm still working on it. I'm building it with Next.js, MySQL, and Koa as the backend. So the website's simple. CodingPhase.
Koa. Isn't Koa isn't that isn't Koa like another alternative to Express, if I remember correctly?
Yeah, pretty much. So this is what I'm working on. Got the career paths, right? Got the 4 steps of success. Okay, why choose us? 8 years of experience, self-taught. We know what it takes to learn. Or 500,000 year independent income from development, and will teach you the strategies that help me achieve this. 65,000 worldwide students, right? Who hired us? We got NASA, FedEx, PayPal. Shout out to one Syrian, one of the people that working at FedEx doing his thing. Came from the squad over here with CodingPhase, right? And at the end of the day, I always tell this to people, like, when somebody gets hired, I never want to take credit and say, hey, man, everything that they learned was exactly just from us, because to become a developer, it's like you're constantly looking through everywhere, right? But what I feel like we can do for you here at Coding Phase is teach you everything that you need to get a job, right? There's different skills, like, you know, like one Syrian want to let you guys know, like, what he's done is, you know, he works with, if I'm not mistaken, with Java. Like, I don't even teach Java, but that's something that he learned on his own. But at the same time, you know, came in and got, you know, got the initial start over here with us. You know what I mean? So shout out to him. But yeah, there's a lot of people, you know what I mean? We got DJ Norris and NASA, we got Luan at PayPal, we got a whole bunch of people. I got like 2 students on Universal Music Group, and there's like hundreds, if not thousands, of people that are working in smaller companies and small businesses. This is just like the names of the companies that most people know. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, so from there we have the pricing, right? Nice little clean look, bringing out the blue. We focusing a lot on blue this year. Okay, you know, we going the crypt way, you know. It's the crypt version of codingphase.com right now. So we got the basic, right? Free monthly, $20, free courses, tutorial, premium programming courses, ASAP developers group, and then the shit that's on fire, the yearly plus, which gives you access to the free courses, the premium programming courses, the ASAP developers group, the career bundles, and the Make Money Online courses, which is completely something that is 100% different than what everybody else does. Most of the instructors, you know, they can teach you how to become a developer, but what I focus is on how can I make income from the skills that I know already. And I've already proven how to do that because I've done it myself, and I've taught other people on how to make income on their own. And now, you know, that's something that we're really focusing on. So yeah, so then you have like the career paths pages, right? You click on career paths, let's say HTML email developer. You click right here. This brings you up to the HTML email developer page. Okay. And here you have all of the courses in order that you need to take. Okay. Everything that you see that has a fire, that's exclusive to the bundle or to the yearly plus members. And that's why it tells you here all courses are set in order, which you need to take them. If you see a fire next to the course title, they are exclusive to the yearly members or career bundles career bundle owners. At the same time, we also want to have in here pretty much like the latest jobs that's popping up on Indeed for this specific career or this specific skill. So at the same time, for the people that be like, I don't know about this, I don't know if I really want to do this, or I don't even know if this is real. Cool. You clicking here, and that automatically pulls you into Indeed.com and gives you the jobs that are in there for you. You know what I mean? Okay. That with those skills, you could get a job, etc. Okay. So same thing in here. You got the pricing, you got the bundles, you know, what will you learn? I might add a section here, either here or down here, where I'm going to make a video explaining each career path. You know, how long would it take to learn those skills? How difficult is it to get into the job market, etc. So those are the things that we're doing right now on the new version of Coding Phase. So hopefully you guys like it, you know, when we drop this. And yeah, we're gonna drop it. Off right now, and I swipe to the left. I don't know if you guys.
By the way, Joe, Somebody's trying to join, by the way.
Right now, and I swiped to the left. Yeah, man. I don't know what happened. What happened? What, the screen just went black out of nowhere?
Somebody trying to join, by the way. And you probably got a couple people backstage.
Okay. Let me just see. I just want to make sure that we still live, because that's the bad thing about this magic mouse. Like, sometimes if you swipe the wrong way. Yeah, man. If you swipe the wrong way, like, this thing just gets you out.
So where the hell then? Is this could this program live stream both on YouTube and Twitch at the same time, or is that like a premium feature?
Yeah. So we got Static Code in here. So supposedly it could live stream to everything. So, but as soon as I do a little something, I wouldn't be surprised everybody start jumping on the StreamYard.
Exactly.
But what up, Static Coder? What up?
What's going on, brother?
How's everything, man?
Things are picking up. I don't know if you really remember, but on Instagram, I'm AL Waters. So,
yeah,
but
maybe I got thousands and thousands of people, bro. Unless you're here every day, like, it's hard for me to remember everybody.
For sure. But
yeah,
hopefully my story can help out those who's watching, man, because
my fault. Hold on.
Corporations and constantly fighting, having a, and I have a baby, got my family and everything.
Hold on, static. Start all over, because I did a tintin move, and so make sure now I could hear you. Now go ahead, talk.
Get my baby. There she go. Get her out the camera. So for me, long story short, putting trust in corporations wanted to get ripped off. I was just at the Naval Postgraduate School for, IT project management, but I also had to work on like crazy government projects. But it was basically like, as soon as I got there, COVID hit. And so we're keeping continuity with 161 countries. None was like the contract said or anything like that. I got them up standards. They let me go. The company before, we were constantly calling CEOs and everything, talking about your antivirus is out of date. CEOs and presidents of companies have way better things to worry about than that. And so they told me that I was too innovative because I started thinking of solutions. And what I was thinking of, I didn't know was web development. And so then I came across your channel and I was like, hold up. I can actually create this idea that I was thinking about, through web development and, following you. But now it's just like, fuck the corporations. I just want to do my own thing so I can obviously have a secure family.
Yeah, no, definitely. So as far as web development, how far are you right now? As far as like your studies, like, where are you up to right now?
Like, you can hand me a design, you can drop a design on my desk and I can develop it. Like, okay. Hey, we would like, okay, cool. As far as back end goes, I can.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it. I got 2 kids right now. If they would have been here, bro, I'm lucky that my wife right now is on the other wing of the house. If not, they'll be all over me right now. But so don't worry about it.
Right. And so now I'm just, I like what you teach. It's not just, oh, here's how you get a job. This is how you sustain a life for your family. This is how, okay, you can get fired, but you still got that income coming in from a different project. It's that self-sustainability is what I really like about you. And the fact that you know, you're actually out doing it and not just there. Yeah, you're out
Yeah.
mess.
Yeah, no,
You're
don't
out
don't worry about it. I got Ethan
better.
and Jason over here doing the same thing, so don't
Right,
worry. I
right.
know how it is. But yeah, no, I mean that's what we try to do. Like because in reality I feel like you can go ahead and get a job, but then what happens after that? Like we all know and we all been there in that situation, just like how you said. It's like, hey, okay, I got a good job, but then at some point they pull the rug under you, and then what happens after that? If you don't have that
Mm,
cushion, people maybe like me and you, ourselves, where you know there is no papi and mommy, there is no, hey man, hey dad, could you lend me $100,000 so I could build up my business? There is no puppy there. Like there is no mommy. Like mommy got her own issues. Mommy's asking, hey, when you gonna send me 500? You know what I mean? Like everybody got
yeah.
something. That's the truth. I was actually talking about this on Twitter. I said, man, I don't even want to be talking about how much money I'll be making on my own, because now my family members got their YouTube accounts. Now they're on YouTube and they put the subtitles. Now they're like, oh wait, so you making this much? When you gonna send me something, right? So, and that was like a joke, but yeah, no, that's real life. You know what I mean? Like to some people, I feel like this channel connects to people like you and me. Like we come into this game, and we come in not because we are born to this. It's not like nobody told us, hey man, this is a great opportunity for you, kiddo. It's like, okay, it was out of necessity to say, you know what, how can I earn a little bit more than what I'm getting? How can I get a skill that I can walk away from the job and make it work for me, right? So having this skill, that's what it provides. So that's what I try to do here. It's like a lot of times I'll be like, man, I wish people would understand what we're trying to do here, but it always seems like it's people like you and me who come in here and see the value of this. And that's because
Right.
we are against the wall. We have to survive. We have to be the ones to provide for others, right? And we the ones that we have to go and make it happen, because nobody's gonna do it for us. So when you're against the wall, you're like, you know what are the best careers that's out there? Do I have the opportunity to say, you know what, now at 24, 25, 26 years old, do I go back to school, spend another 4 years? Like, it's like right now you have a daughter. You can't tell your daughter, it's like, hold on, honey, you drink your milk 4 years from now. You can't tell your daughter, like, yo,
Right.
hold on, wait, I got you 4 years from now. There is no waiting, right? Like, you are against the wall. You have to make it happen, right? So what are the best careers that can allow you to do that? And development is the only one that I feel like gives you that opportunity to get a good job, right? Then have a skill that you can make it work for yourself. And then at the same time, let's say you was to take a risk and say, let me start my own company, right? Or start my own business or start my own ideas. You could always fall
Mm-hmm.
back because you have a great career already, right? You get what I'm saying? Like, this is the only place that I feel like you can do that. Like, you could say, okay, cool, I got a job, I'm working here, etc., right? And you know what, a year, 2 years in, 3 years in, I decide, you know what, I want to build my own company. If it works, you're gonna be great. If it doesn't work, you know what, you still got a good job that you could always go to, right? Now a lot of people have that in other career paths. So you're at the right place. And people like yourself is why I made this channel, because I feel like you can actually appreciate what we're doing here and implement it. you know
One.
and I see so many people that come to this channel, and you know they don't really do the work that needs to be done. But somebody like yourself, you gotta care. You're seeing yourself, you know what, you already been through the bullshit of like different companies and getting burned and shit like that. You're like, you know what, it's time for me to switch.
Yeah,
But
because
yeah.
I went out to California to take that position. Because, like I said, it was at the postgraduate school. Missed her first birthday, because I'm like, yo, I mean, I can't look at it and be like, yo, we came tonight. This is my last sip of water.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
like, I had to go out there. Missed her first birthday. So now I'm back in Florida. And so I'm like, all right, cool. I'm back here in Jacksonville, Florida. Let's see what I do to own the city, because now it's like, I do artwork, write, great stuff like that. So I'm like, I can use web development. And that's the thing. People think just because they learn web development that they have to work at companies for web development. Even if you write a book, start studying SEO and things of that nature, write your book and become your own person, distribute that book, through web development, your artwork. Like I'm even working on a comic now that honestly reflects my life, And so it's like, do I go wait for some publishing house, or do I create my own web and SEO, just really push it there and utilize my own website to cut out the middleman? And that's honestly like, those, dude, how do you think like this? Like, I feel like a lot of it is natural, but via web development is what I learned, through CodingPhase.com. That's why everybody that I meet that want to do something with their life, like, go to CodingPhase.com, because you're going to learn how to actually think for yourself, not just, become a keyboard tapper.
Yeah. And click clack master. That's what I call them. It's like, yo, you what you trying to be out here? Just the click clackers. You know what I mean? Like all they do is click clack for somebody else. It's like you could click clack for yourself, and that's why I try to put people on, man. There's days I'll be like, some of you guys that was here was like 2 days ago or a day ago, whatever. Like I spazzed down people, but there's days I'll be like, man, it sucks because I'm trying to do like something really good. Like what I do here, it really changes lives. It's not, oh, I'm trying to get views, or I'm trying to sell something, I'm trying to this and that. I have CodingPhase.com. If I had like 1 million subscribers, I'll put that shit into being $1 or 50 cents, right? But in reality, it's like I'm a small YouTuber. I'm like a mom and pop shop trying to stay alive out here. You know what I mean? Like a nice little restaurant, a nice little barbecue house, a nice little Italian pasta house where you go in there and it's catered to you. It's fresh to you. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like that's what we do at CodingPhase. We go hard. We try to create things that is really beneficial. Like I could go ahead and make videos that's popular and shit like that, but it's not really beneficial to anybody. Like I see constantly people on other people's comments section where it's like, hey, I've been here for 2 years, I can't find a job. I've been this and that, I can't find a job. Bro, you go to CodingPhase, you follow what I've already laid out for you, you're gonna find a job. I haven't met one person that has actually done the work and hasn't found a job or is not making money right now since I started CodingPhase. Of course, you're gonna find a couple of knuckleheads who come in and be like, I'm having some troubles here. I can't install a web developer starter kit, and then they give up. And it's like, bro, why thousands of people have been able to do it and you can't? Like, there's something wrong with you, not with what we doing. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, if you do the courses and you do what's there, and it's dirt cheap, it's like $20. And 99% of the time, I'm constantly giving coupon codes which make it 50% off or 45% off, etc. Right? So everybody could get in there and make it affordable for every single person.
I mean, even if you have anything, of course, is for $1. He was like, bro, it's $1. Go in there. Stop wasting time. you know? So
yeah, no, because look, when I started, man, shit was expensive as hell. Udemy wasn't even popular or anything. Like the subscription sites were like $50 a pop, right? And there wasn't nobody that gave you a clear road of like what you needed to learn. And like that's what I try to do, because I put myself in the position of, hey, if I don't know anything and I just wanted to learn how to code, where do I start? What is it that I need to learn? Right? A lot of times you'll go and check out other people that make courses and instructors, etc. They go and teach you things that you don't even need to learn on your first year. They go and make things that seem more complicated than what it needs to be. So that actually scares people that's coming from other industry and say, you know what? Like, this shit is overwhelming. This shit is too hard. I try to make it simple where if my mom can't do it, I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? If I feel like if I show this to my mom and my mom can't get it, then I need to go back and rewrite the way how I'm doing the course or the curriculum to make sure that people learn it. That's it. My mom is my test. You know what I mean? Like if I think, can my mom go in there? My mom barely knows how to use Facebook. If you know how to use Facebook, you're ahead of my mom. So that means you could go to CodingPhase and learn these things. But that's what we're doing here, man. But yeah, man, thank you for coming through for sure, you know. And so you're from Jacksonville, Florida. So then you was working in California. How did that happen? I don't know if you could hear me,
Can you say
Static.
that last part again?
I said that how you was working. I mean, you from Jacksonville, right? California, Jacksonville, Florida, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you said. So how did that work out for you going to California? How did you enjoy it? Enjoy moving from Florida to California? How was that experience? I don't know if you heard me. I said, how was the experience for
Oh
you to
man,
work in
I'm
California?
asking something. I think it's in around. Honestly, that experience was insane because I got to, like I said, I got to work on crazy government projects. And what was wild is I was the only black person there. So everybody's like speaking. I'm around all these PhDs and stuff, and they're like, you know, what's your degree like, bro? I'm just because of my
Yeah, you
crazy
chopping.
is 2000 selling my aerospace design to the White House committee members of science, space, and technology. I don't see any other black people designing rockets. So I was like, nah, I'm gonna keep this myself. And so, you know, I like to think that companies roll in the right direction. But when I got there, it was a lot of dirt, a lot of insider government dirt, and I'm just sitting back like this shit is a movie. This has to be a movie. um, I wasn't folding to the dirt, you know. I wasn't folding to stuff, and they're just like, okay, he's not one of us, you know, because I was an hour away from Silicon Valley, and the experience was just that's awkward all on its own. It's like I don't even like if I say I knew, I feel like they'd send a thief to my house. Um, but it's like, you know, you get invited to parties and stuff, and the parties are like next level and not in a good way. You know, you walk by a room and you see a girl and there were like six other people. Like it's a little sketchy. What's that? What's that right there? So a lot of people go out to Silicon Valley and they think it's not, man. It's really not.
Yeah, man. For some
You
reason
know,
the
it's
live stream, your was it your internet service cutting
get
out, man. You
this job
know,
because
it's kind of cutting out, man. I think we're gonna have to get back to you because just the service is so, you know, it's like chop. I'm trying to see if maybe in a second, a few minutes from now, maybe get closer to the Wi-Fi or something. It's just, yeah, man. The network is it's acting up right now. Let me see. Que lo que. Emmanuel Castro dice, this is in Spanish. I'm going to translate it after. I'm going to read it and then I'm going to translate it. Siendo yo puertorriqueño, para que usted lo sepan, totalmente ciudadano americano, no tengo la ciudadanía completa, pero la tengo y quería usted lo supieran por si acaso. What? Emmanuel, ¿qué es lo que usted está diciendo? I don't know what you said. Talking about your citizenship and this and that. I think you came to the wrong live stream. Like we can't get you a citizenship. By the way, people talking about 100K jobs, man. I just seen this yesterday. I'm gonna give you guys a little something. For those of you guys that be like, man, I gotta move to San Francisco. I gotta do this and that. I'm gonna show you guys a little something right now. Right? Just a little shutting, right? Shout out to my boy Rich Harris. He's the creator of Svelte. He's also the creator of Rollup. Hopefully, one of these days we could get him in here. You know, shout out to my boy. But let's go into it, man. So, Rich Harris is like, yo, okay, this is a thing that he shared. Okay. Twitter, VMware, and other Silicon Valley tech companies are cutting pay for workers leaving for Bay Areas for cheaper digs, including an 18% salary decrease for those among moving to the Denver and 8% cut for San Diego. You know, a lot of these companies are showing their true faces. Okay. You know how some of these people that be like, I work at Google, I work at Facebook, I work at this, and that. I'm at Twitter. I'm the shut up. I'm getting $100,000 and this and that. Shut up. I've been saying this for years, right? The only reason why you're getting that money is because where you are being relocated to costs a lot of money. It costs a lot of money. To get a decent apartment in New York City, we're talking about $2,500 and up. $2,500 for a studio. Now, if you move into the hood, when you already know dudes is smoking in the hallway, pissing on the elevator, you might come in with your little bike. You're like trying to gentrify the area, and you're like, oh, I'm in my little bike. You might get robbed. You're taking the A train to the wrong crowd, you might get robbed. Yeah, you might pay $1,500 for that, but it's not worth it, my dude, because you can't survive in the jungle. Okay? I'm telling you the truth. So what's going to happen? You move to cities like this, right? New York City, San Francisco, right? You're going to have to move to the uppity ups. And what does the uppity ups cost? An arm and a leg, right? So that $100,000 doesn't mean nothing. Because you know why? You paying crazy amount of money for the cost of living. So now companies, they're like, oh, we're about to go remote everything. And some of these developers are like, well, I've been getting, $140,000, $160,000. And you know what? Remote everything. I'm moving to Denver. I'm moving to Texas. I'm moving to Las Vegas, right? Let me not pay for state taxes. So companies is looking like, oh, yeah, cool. You don't live here no more. Let me hit you up with this. 20% decrease, 30% decrease on your pay. Okay? So you're making less than what somebody makes in some of these areas already. And some of you guys that were here, they're like, they're paying us because of our skills. We are higher skilled developers than everybody else. That's bullshit. They're paying you because they need you to work close to the office, and it costs a lot of money for you to pay that rent. They're not gonna slave you and give you some bullshit pay where you're not gonna make as much money as you can because you're paying so much money on rent. But the moment you're out of there, it's back to reality, kiddo. It's back to the $80,000 salaries. It's back to the $90,000 salaries. Some of you guys that were hyped, you're like, oh, I got $140,000, $160,000 at Google. Well, they're pulling the freaking rug under your feet. Welcome to reality, kiddos. Right? So that idea where people be like, oh, when I was saying this, I've been saying this shit for 3 years. I'm like, bro, you get an $80,000 job, $90,000 job, $100,000 job in the middle of America, in a small town, in a small city, you making more money than the guys in San Francisco. And I've been saying this shit for a while. Now, the rug is being pulled right under them. Reality setting in right now. That shit hitting right now hard. They're like, oh, I thought they were paying me because I was a talented. Not stupid. They were paying you because the cost of living. Some of you guys are stupid enough to think that that's why they were paying you high. You thought you were special. Nah, my dude, welcome to reality. You're making the same shit that everybody else is making everywhere. And some guys that live in different states, like Florida, Texas, Vegas, they make more money than you, stupid. Here's your badge. Here's your badge of, I work at Google. I work at, shut up. You know what I mean? Like, they hit you with the chamois. Yeah, bro. Somebody said they're hiring Indian and Pakistan developers. I don't know about that. 85K in Arkansas is living good. It's true. But I just wanted to point that out for people that be like, man, I'm working in San Francisco. I'm making this. We know what you're making, bro. After you pay your house costs, your apartment costs, it costs bread. Some guys that's living in Florida, Texas, Nevada, they make more money than you in the long term because they don't have to pay all those taxes. They don't pay that much for cost of living. You know, it's not how much you get paid; it's how much you get to keep. That's the thing where people forget. You know, there's guys that I'll be seeing on like Shopify, you know, like drop shipping and things like that. They'll be like, oh, I just made $1 million. I don't care how much you made. I want to know how much you kept. Oh, I kept 90,000. Okay, so shut up. You're making a 10%, 9% profit, right? You're keeping 9% of whatever you're making on your revenue. You know what I mean? It's the same thing as developers that come in and they try to show off on Stack Overflow or Reddit. I just got hired $180,000. Stupid. You're paying like $70,000 just in freaking rent. You know, like, what's the point? Yeah, bro. Shout out to everybody in here. Joe is the Patrice O'Neal of code. Shout out to my dude, man, Patrice O'Neal, man. R.I.P., man, for real. Joe, is it possible that there are no jobs for junior developers at the moment? No, it's not possible. You know why? Because literally every company needs extra help. You know, anybody that does anything with technology right now needs extra help, right? Now, sometimes depending on the industry, they might be scaling down because they try to grow too much. So like, let's say, for example, you're working at a company where they can do the work with 25 developers, but for whatever reason, they have 65. And they have 65 because they want to scale faster, and they might be in an industry where right now they're not getting that much business and that much income. So they have to scale back and they say, you know what? We could actually do this work with, just 25. So the rest of the other 40 people, we're going to have to let them go. Okay. That happens all the time, but that's because of how the economy is right now. The moment this thing is back to normal and people could go and be outside, be traveling and doing all these things, is back to normal. Okay. But that's how it is. It's like a lot of companies, they hire more developers than they really need. It's been like that for a couple of years because, like, let's say, for example, if we have a website, an e-commerce website, we're building an e-commerce website from scratch where there's like 100 features to do, right? A company says, we want to get this shit done in a month. They'll go and hire 50 developers. Now, if they would have waited and they could, prolong the launch of that website, maybe 3-4 months, they could have probably done the same website with 15 developers. But because they want to knock it out right away, they'll go and hire 60 or 50 of them in one shot. So now that the economy slowed down, they're like, oh, wait, we're paying to get shit done right away, but the economy is not good enough to be able to maintain all of these people. So then we're letting some of them guys go. Okay. But it's not really about, is there jobs for junior developers or not? There's jobs for junior developers out there. It's just literally right now, the way how the economy is in some industries. We're not talking about all jobs, all industries. We're talking about some industries. Like if you are in the airline industry, shit is looking bad. Of course, you're getting cut. You're in the industry of creating marketing materials for, I don't know, let's say for cruises and things like that. Yeah, shit is going to be bad. Hotels, shit is going to be bad. Nobody's going there. So the clients for those agencies or those employers or those applications that have to do with that type of industry, they're not bringing in income. So the company that's creating the applications for those industries, they need to cut down. They need to slow down on the hiring. It's what they call a freeze. They say, you know what? Put a freeze, put a hold on bringing in new developers. Let's try to keep the ones that we already have here. Good question. Joe, why do people say the job market is saturated? Why? Because it's like a way to have an excuse. Let's say, for example, if I can't find a job, right? If I come in, I say, I'm trying to learn how to code, okay? And I go to different job interviews. I go to 3 job interviews, 4 job interviews. It's so much easier for me to share online and say, the industry is too saturated, than actually taking accountability for my skills and the type of work that I have to be able to get the job. Because you already went to the job to the job interview, right? You already went in there, right? They called you in. You didn't get the job, not because the job's not there. You didn't get the job because you didn't have the skill to get in there. There was a guy that was way better than you. There was guys that were even able to take a lower pay cut than what you was asking. Oh, you want to get $90,000 in your first job? There's a guy that's out here that will gladly take 65. Who you think the company is going to give it to? You or that guy? Y'all both in the same bracket. Y'all both have the same skills. Who do you think is going to get the job? It's going to be the guy that's going to take it for 65. Right? A lot of times people come in and say, the industry's saturated. It's not saturated at all. The problem is that people don't want to take responsibility on themselves. If I show up to a job interview with a tic-tac-toe game and a snake game in JavaScript, and I show them a JavaScript clock that I did with Wes Boss, right? Not throwing a shot to Wes Boss, but if I show them that on my job interview, and then some guy shows up with a full stack application and something that's very similar to the company that we're trying to hire you for, who you think is going to get the job? The guy that's showing up with a legit application, not you with a little JavaScript clock. Now, again, I'll point that out, not to bring up Wes Boss's name, but what I'm saying, because those projects in the JavaScript 30, that's supposed to be practice. That's for you to learn how JavaScript works. I've seen people send me portfolio reviews with those projects in there as their portfolio. Whatever is inside of the JavaScript 30, that's not a portfolio project, bro. That's something for you to learn how JavaScript works. Like some dudes be showing up like, yo, let me get a job with this. Nah, bro, you're not getting even a callback on that. You're not getting an in-person interview. Like, it has nothing to do with being saturated. Most people cannot do what we do. Most companies need developers to grow their companies. get ideas out, create what they want to create, features, new things, new features to their websites, to their applications. There's not enough people that can do that. And what happens? They got to go and outsource it. That's how it is. They got to outsource it, bro. Because people here are not actually prepared to be able to do the work that needs to be done. You know, when you see, like, let's say right now, 96 people here live, hanging out with Joe live, you might think, damn, if there's 96 people here with Joe and all 96 is trying to get a job, shit, what type of chance do I have? But what you don't know is that out of this 96 people, 20 of them might never even start. 20 of them are just watching me, just to watch me. They're still on the fence. They're like, oh, should I try CodingPhase? Should I even try learning how to code? They're on the fence. They might be here for another 6 months and still not even lift one finger to do a little click-clack on the keyboard. They're just watching because they're still wondering, should I take the risk? Should I want to learn this? Is this going to be hard? There's people that's on the fence. Then you have another 30 people that start and give up within 1 week. Then you have the people that come in and don't give up, but then are scared to go even to a job interview. So out of 96 people that might be here, you might have 16 of them that will actually go and become developers. Not because there's no jobs, not because there's no opportunities. It's all on them. I'm just being honest. I've been here for 3 years and a half. And I've seen it all. I've seen everything. I've seen people that are still on this, chat rooms that for 3 years and still haven't worked a day in their lives. They'll find every excuse that you could think of, right? Let me go to a college. Hey, I've been doing this shit for 2 years. You know what? I don't think I'm prepared. I need to go get my degree. Hold on. I got my degree, but I don't think I'm prepared yet. Let me go and get a boot camp. Wait, hold on. I think I'm not prepared yet, but let me go and get some other shit, a certificate. Somebody comes up with a certificate on Udemy and says, hey guys, buy my $10 course and you get a certificate. Because they don't want to face the fact. They don't want to go to the job interviews. They don't want to go in and get the opportunities. They don't want to fail. People are scared of failure. It's so much easier to just say, the industry is too saturated. That's like a guy who was here in the 1990s and was like, hey, man, you seen the Amazon, the .com bubble. Why didn't you become a millionaire at that time? Nah, bro, I could have become a millionaire back then, but it was too crazy. It was too risky. The guys that put money into Amazon, even if you go in and putting $1,000, $2,000 into Amazon, they made bread. They're millionaires by now. You get what I'm saying? It's like all of you guys that been here, y'all knew about this. Y'all knew about development. Y'all knew what I've been pushing over here, what I've been telling you guys. I've been sharing my life, how everything has been going up because I became a developer. Some of you guys might not even have followed through. But then it's funny, you are seeing people that have been here for the last 3 years. It took them a year to really take this shit serious. And then you see them having results. And then you looking around, it's like, now you're like that meme of like Homer Simpson. Homer Simpson is against the freaking like the bushes, and Homer Simpson fills into the bushes like, yo, I don't want nobody to call me out. I don't want Joe calling me out. You've been here for 3 years. You've been here for 2 years. And never took the initiative. You tried, gave up a week later. You found every excuse to say, oh, this shouldn't work out. I mean, Tyler's here. Tyler's been here for almost damn near 3 years. It took him a year and a half to get a job. He could have got it a long time ago. But at the same time, he got it at the end. Some of you guys are still looking around like, my time's coming soon. It's like you haven't moved. You haven't gone to interviews. You haven't done shit for yourself to get to that point to get that job. Then you'll see them saying, man, this industry's saturated. There's too many people in this shit. It's an easy scapegoat. It's an easy scapegoat to just be like, hey man, shit is saturated. Too many developers trying to get into the game. It's all bullshit, bro. It's all bullshit. I'm telling you guys ahead of time. Let me see. Scott Leonard says, those people are lazy or afraid. I got a job as an iOS dev in like 2 months, 6 figures. Yeah, bro. Shit happens. If you want it, it's going to come to you, right? Now, I can't say everybody's going to be Scott Leonard and get a 6-figure job within 2 months. Shit, that shit might take you a year to get a 6-figure job. But that there's a job, there's a job. You know what I mean? That there's a job for you, there's a job. Right? And each industry is different. You know what I mean? So those excuses where people sit around and be like, man, I can't find a job because, you know, the industry's saturated, bro. I went to a job interview and I saw right there on that job interview, I was on the freaking lobby and there was another 4 guys in there. Yeah, stupid. There's supposed to be 4 guys in there waiting to get their job opportunity. Right? But that tells you guys are the ones that made it to the job interview. How many people that they not even call because they didn't have the skills? How many people did not even be prepared enough for them to call them in? Now it's up to you and 4 other guys. If you can't get the job between all 4 guys, you need to continue hitting the ground. Continue getting your shit together, right? Preparing yourself to be, you know, more of a candidate that, you know, it's like a sexier candidate. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, who you think is gonna get hired? The guy that goes in there with no experience and has no projects, or the guy that has no experience but has projects? Cool. Y'all both check that off. Y'all both got projects. Cool. How can you one up the next guy? Right? That's just how it is. It's just like life. Anything in life. Right now, I could go to Walmart. I could go to Walmart right now, and some dude might get the job over me. I got a degree, right? I've been a developer for many years, right? I have opportunities for myself that maybe a company might say, hey, man, this guy's pretty good. But you know what? It's like life, luck, right? Being at the right place, right time, smile to the right face, right? Smile to the right person. You threw the right joke at the interview. You make them feel comfortable with you being in there, right? Now they feel like, oh, you could be part of the team. It's like, hey, Joe, sorry, we couldn't hire you, but we hired the next guy. Now, I'm not going to be like, damn, it's saturated in Walmart, man. I'll try to get a job at Walmart. It's like, nah, bro. It's not saturated. It's just you didn't have what it took. People find every excuse in the world to not get this shit together. And people don't understand that this is like a numbers game. You got to go to every interview. You got to go to every single thing that you could apply to. You want to network as much as you can. You want to build a brand. You want to build that when they Google your name comes up with a whole bunch of things that has to do with development. If right now I search Tyler Benton's things should be all about development. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how it is. Make yourself stand out. When appreciation meets opportunity, it creates luck. Senka. I don't know who Senka is, but shout out to Senka. Yeah, let's see. Kryptonite. I went to local companies that are hiring with my resume in a suit and a tie, asking if I can talk to their devs. Hiring with my resume. I don't know what that means. Shout out to Christina. What up, Ma? How you doing? When is a good time? When is a good time to start looking for junior developer roles? Right now. Start looking right now. Let me know, Christina, what state you in, what city you in, right? And shout out to the trolls, shout out to the thirst buckets. There's a couple of thirst buckets in here already. Drooling. A couple of thirst buckets already drooling. Give me a city where you at, right? You don't have to give me the whole address or anything, but give me a city, and I'll tell you right now. We'll do a little quick research for you, so you could focus on specific things right now. Because also too, you need to know that you have to look and try to get the skills that people are hiring for. So I'll give you an example. If somebody's learning Python, right, and they live in Orlando, Florida, that might not be the skill that they need to focus on, because there might not be no jobs for junior developers with Python experience. So maybe once you do the research, you'll see, oh, they're looking for WordPress. Oh, they're looking for PHP Laravel. Oh, they're looking for C#.net. Okay, Jersey. So Jersey, the good thing about Jersey, right, is that you're right next to New York. So I don't know if you could be anywhere else, South Jersey, West Jersey, right? So I'm guessing the east side of Jersey, which is right next to New York City. So the good thing about being in Jersey is that you have the Jersey market and then you have the New York City market, right? Which is right there. So you can look at both places. Now, what I always say for people is start learning the things that's simple, right? Start with HTML and CSS. Look around in your area, search for HTML email developer, right? That comes with marketing, right? And that's an easy way to get into the industry. All right. The New York City market, right, is very competitive. There's a lot of people that's coming from all over the world and all over the country applying to that specific city. Like, you have a bigger chance of getting hired in Miami than getting hired in New York City. And the reason is because nobody is coming from Denver and say, I want to apply to go work in Miami. Nobody's doing that. The main hubs that people are going to is New York City, Austin, Texas, LA, San Francisco. Those four cities is where everybody all over the country and all over the world is applying to. So you have way more competition than you really think. Even though there's a whole bunch of jobs, but every time that somebody posts a job, because it's in New York City and everybody wants to live there, you get hundreds, if not thousands, of applicants. So what you want to do is just apply to everywhere, right? Apply to everywhere and be open to relocate. Sometimes some people be stuck. If you don't have no kids, you don't have no family. Right now, you look like a young girl. I don't know your whole background, but you might be, if you're willing to relocate, you'll find a job quick. A lot of times, even though right now we're in a pandemic and things like that, so most companies are hiring remote. Now, if you want, start with HTML, CSS. Just search HTML on Indeed.com and apply to every job there. Create a nice portfolio for yourself, right? Create a nice portfolio for yourself, right? Put the right projects, right? Show the skills that you have that are going to be attractive to certain industries. So let's say, for example, you wanted to focus on the marketing side. So if you wanted to focus on the marketing side, you might say, hey, I want to create a whole bunch of landing pages, create some HTML emails, right? Things like that. Hey, you want to focus on e-commerce, create a Shopify theme, maybe one or two, right? Then from there, maybe create a Shopify application, right? That's if you want to focus more on the back end, but try to look into industries. Try to see like where do you feel like you will fit in. This is another thing that people don't really take into account. Find out what industries do you feel like you will be more happier and more comfortable to work in, and then do another list of the industry that you chose, which companies are hiring in your area. So Christina says, I have React and Node projects done already. So if you have React and Node projects done already, so you already know pretty much you're comfortable with the full stack to create on the front end and create on the back end. Nice. So then now what I will say is start looking in your area. Start looking in Jersey. Start with Jersey. Make it simple, right? Start with your local city, right? If you live in I don't even know what cities. I never I never go to Jersey. I always thought like in the back of my head, like Jersey is like fucking like the dirty version of New York City. So like that's how I always think of Jersey, right? Because only places I've been to in Jersey is like Newark and like Atlantic City. I don't know anything else about, but I'm looking at the map, right? So if you're like in the Newark area, right, or nearby, right, you want to start there, right? Start looking in jobs in there. See what's there to offer. Also to East Orange, West Orange, that's another spot that you could find jobs. Hoboken, right? So I'm actually do a little quick research because I don't know enough from Jersey. I just know, so I'm gonna just check right now. HTML. Let's put in New Jersey. So let's see. The first thing that popped up, right? The first thing that popped up, just like I told you, right? HTML email marketing, right? This is big. This is big no matter where you go. So, email marketing specialist, Newark, New Jersey. With what you already know, you can get this job. Okay, you go to CodingPhase.com, you learn more about HTML emails. Okay, you can go ahead and learn this. This is simple. This is just HTML and CSS. Let me see if I get some water. Goddamn bugs. Freaking bug fell into my cup. The perks of living in Florida. Fuck it. What don't kill you makes you stronger. Oh, man. Little fly. Listen, man, I'm from DR, man. Like we seen all type of shit over there. A little fly is not gonna kill me. Webmaster front end developer. Secalcus. I don't even know what the hell is that. But this on at $45,000 to $50,000, right? So they're not gonna give you. They're not gonna like. One thing that you also gotta notice, like when a job is not paying like $100,000 a year or more, they're not gonna ask too much out of you. Sorry, guys. When you talk for like an hour and a half, your throat start getting freaking closed up. But yeah, this right here is like a simple thing that you could get into. Webmaster, right? This right here is a keyword, guys. Webmaster. Whenever you see webmaster, those type of job positions are pretty simple to do. They're not very difficult, right? You could be working an industry leading luxury brand website that sets new standard, fresh content, etc. So this is something that you could do, Christina, just to get you started. Now, don't come into the game thinking, man, I need to get $100,000 job. If not, I'm not going to that job. You need to have experience. If you get a job at $50,000, $60,000, take it. You go in there, and then from there, you just continue to grow from it. Okay? So you can see SEO specialist, website marketing, right? if you have any knowledge of that, you could do that. WordPress developer, front-end developer. Okay, this is something that you can apply to. If you know Node.js and React, this is something that you could learn. They're looking for somebody who knows about Vuex, Vue Router. You can learn Vue in a weekend. Even though you have React.js experience, you could apply to this job and then tell them, hey, man, this is the projects that I've built with JavaScript, but using React. I can use Vue.js. I can learn about it. Or even if they go in and give you a job interview on the phone, right? You could always say, hey, man, if you give me an in-person interview, by the time you give me this in-person interview, I'm going to be ready to be proficient with Vue.js. It's not that difficult to learn once you learn this stuff. Okay. But yeah, I'm full stack. I'm almost done with my portfolio. It doesn't do well on mobile, but I can link. You guys let me know. Yeah, go ahead. You could put the link to it, Christina. But like I said, there's a lot of opportunities out there, man. So my advice is just start applying. One thing that you have to know is that your job is not to disqualify yourself from opportunities. Their job is to make sure that you are the right candidate for that opportunity. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes people disqualify themselves. Like right now, you could be like, damn, I could build this with React. I could build this with Node.js. I could do this and that. But am I really ready? You get what I'm saying? Like now you're kind of disqualifying yourself. Oh, it said they're looking for somebody for 3 years of experience. I went to fucking job interviews where they were asking for like 8 years of experience. And I only had 2 years of experience and I got the job. First job that I ever got, they were looking for somebody with 5 years of experience of e-commerce and I got the job. And I had no experience. You know what I mean? Like, don't listen to what it says of like years, because what companies care about is, can you do the work? They don't care how many years you have. They wish they could get somebody with 5 years of experience, but who has 5 years of experience? Guys like myself that's been here for a while, but I'm not applying to most of the jobs that are asking for 5 years. They're not paying enough. You get what I'm saying? So it's like a little mental trick that they're kind of playing with you. They're kind of saying, okay, we're going to put this thing here. We want somebody with 3 years of experience, right? That automatically psychs you out. And you're like, oh, man, I can apply there because they're asking for 3 years. So that helps them disqualify you from that position. So, matter of fact, you disqualify yourself. So that now they could focus on the people that actually had the courage to apply to it. They go in, they apply, boom, and that's it, But yeah, man. Yeah. Weeds them out. Straight up, weed them out. Sometimes that's how it is, Sometimes companies put things in the description that disqualifies people on their own. Somebody comes in and be like, hey, we want you to know PHP, Python, Ruby on Rails, Node.js, Django. The guys that have never applied to anywhere, they're like, oh my God, there's so many frameworks. I don't know it. I got to learn all of them before I get a job. You already disqualify yourself. That's what they wanted. They wanted you to get out of there, because if not, they will have 10,000 people applying to the same job position. Who has time to look at 10,000 people? Nobody. I'm telling you, because I've been on both sides. I've been on the side of me just being a self-taught developer, just learning online and trying to get a job. And I used to disqualify myself, right? Until I realized, I'm like, there is no jobs for junior developers. Do you understand that? There's no jobs for junior developers at all. And what do I mean by that? Every job is asking for some shit that needs experience, right? or asking for something that you would think is like, damn, for me to learn all this shit, I need to have 6 months of experience or a year of experience. The moment I realized that, I just started applying to jobs. Right? I don't get paid to disqualify myself from the job opportunity. Somebody else gets paid for that. If they hire me and they know that I'm not prepared for the certain position that they're trying to put me in, I didn't mess up. They messed up because in the interview process, they supposed to say, you know what, you're a great candidate, but I don't think you're qualified for this position. If I go to a job position and they give me a job interview, they give me the job, and then I'm at the job doing something that I'm not prepared or that is way above my pay grade, I didn't fuck up. The person that fucked up was the people that hired me. That's how it works. Yeah, Christina, keep doing your thing, man. Good to see you out here. You know, hopefully we could see you a little bit more often in the squad. Make sure you join the Discord. You know, go join the ASAP developers group. If you go to Facebook, you could go in there. You know, ask some questions. I'll add you. You know, just search ASAP developers group or CodingPhase, and it should pop up just like that. How the name is? Where is it? Down here. Yeah, just like that. CodingPhase, and you'll find the ASAP developers group. Ask some questions in there. We try to answer it as much as we can. And at the same time, you're going to find a lot of developers who already have jobs and can give you some pointers, right? Because what I can give you is like one side of things. You know, you might find in there in the ASAP developers group, developers that live in New York City right now as we speak, or in Jersey City right now as we speak, and maybe they just got hired and they could give you a answer or give you a tip that's more relevant to you for this very moment. Okay, so yeah, definitely. Any chance for a portfolio interview, CodingPhase portfolio review? That's what you mean? Send it to me. CodingPhase@gmail.com. I'll review it. I'm about to head out of here, guys. We hanged out for like 2 hours. It's a pretty long conversation, but I'm glad that I did it with you guys. Okay. Shout out to everybody in here. Shout out to Tyler. Okay. Shout out to Tyler. He's still alive in here. Okay. Shout out to your boy MGTOWA MGTOW Absolute. Thank you for coming through, bro.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, man. I really appreciate it. But yeah, this is the.
I
Go ahead.
Questions, man. I don't know if you wanted to like just cut it right now or just like I was just gonna ask about I had a couple, but remote. I remember remote was crossing my mind. Like remote work. I mean, now with this whole COVID BS, you know, happening, I'm thinking like, I mean, to get jobs, I mean, because okay, I heard of this one job, network. It's called network architect, right? Network architect or network engineer. I heard you can move to Thailand and still have a 6-figure job in, you know, location independent, like move to Thailand, move to any country. You know about that?
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's why I started learning how to go to become a digital nomad at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there's a lot of opportunities right now. If you look online, most of the jobs are remote. A lot of them say temporarily remote, which means that for the moment they're remote, but then later on they're gonna, you know, quote unquote, they're gonna need people to come back into the office. But I don't think that most companies are gonna, you know, bring people back into the offices. You know, I think whoever is remote now and they realize that they could continue doing the work, they're gonna keep on remote. But there's a lot of remote jobs out there. You just gotta have the right skill. So if you want to become a remote developer, you gotta look into like what exactly is it that companies that are hiring remote developers, what do they need? You know, so if you check out, there's a website called remoteok.io. So remoteok.io, you will find a lot of the jobs that are remote that will hire you, and it doesn't matter where you're located. So let me see if I can share this with you.
All right, thanks.
Let me see. Hold on.
Oh, I had some questions about your website too. If you wanted to touch on that a little bit later.
Yeah, so you got remoteok.io, and here you will see all of the different companies that are hiring. And they, as you can see here, it says worldwide, US only, worldwide. Like, you should also check out this community called Digital Nomads. No, it's sorry, Nomad. Oh my God, nomadlist.io.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a community of people that's what they do. Like, they're digital nomads. They travel in the world. You can see in here all the best cities to travel to, and has the
Wow.
best internet service. Okay, and this is actually a community itself. It's from my boy levels.io. Name is Peter. He built this website specifically for that because he was a remote worker. And but basically what's cool about this is that you could go in here, become a member of this website, and then you could ask questions to people. There's a lot of people that have companies on their own, like independent developers, and they hire other developers directly from this platform.
Oh,
So yeah, so it's like they have forums, they have a whole bunch of different things. But it is a pay service. A lot of people, they say, oh, they want everything for free, but it is what it is. If you wanna, you could even find a dating app. Okay, so it's like $29 a month, $80 a year. So, or you could do a one-time payment, $100. Now, it's up to you if you want to check that out. But
what
for
what
somebody
was the
like
name of
yourself,
this?
it's Nomad. So Nomad is like a nomadlist.com.
I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah, nomadlist.com. And this is like literally people that travel the world and go everywhere, and our developers, our marketing guys, etc. It's like you connect with them. So they could hook you up with different jobs and opportunities. But yeah, you could definitely check that out. And what else you wanted to talk about before we leave? Because
Oh yeah,
we're about to hang it out. Let me
yeah,
know.
yeah. Just real quick, man.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I saw on your site, like, I saw you talking about. Okay, so you get a basic gist for for $20. For I think it was $20 was one membership was $20, but then I saw Shopify, I think for like that was like $100, and then I was like, which one should I sign up for? I'm thinking.
So if you still don't know how to code and you're still like just learning, my
Right.
advice is start with the monthly subscription. So the monthly subscription gives you access to like a hell of an amount of courses. Let me see if I could pull this up right here. So this is like how it looks for a monthly plan, all access pass. You basically have all of these courses here. We're talking about like 58, 60 courses
I
that
get
you
all
have.
that.
You
That's
get access to all of that for $20. Okay. So, and then of course, if you go through the description, you get I think it's like 45-50% off right now. So you'll definitely save some money in the long term. And you could go in there and learn everything that you need to become a front-end developer, back-end developer, and a full stack developer. Everything is there just with the monthly subscription. Now, when we start talking about like Shopify, we're talking about career bundles. So career bundles are things that are specific to a certain career path. So like, let's say for example, okay, for sure you want to become I don't know, a HTML email developer. So there's a bundle specific just for that. So you could just buy that, get all of the courses in there, and you own it. So you don't have to go and do a subscription. So every month you're not paying $20, right? You just buy it. It's like $150, and that's it. You got all of the courses that you need to become a HTML email developer. Same thing for like Shopify. For Shopify, I think it's like 198 that it costs, and then basically you get access to all the courses that you need to become a Shopify developer, plus all the courses that come with that bundle itself, like how to make a Shopify application, how to do Shopify themes, etc. So my advice for anybody that always is coming to the website is start with the monthly subscription, because you really get a feel of how I teach, and the initial investment is like $20. You get what I'm saying? Or like $10 or whatever it might be. So you go in there and you say, okay, is this for me? Is this something that I want to do? Now, as you continue to progress in your skills and the things that you are learning, then you decide, what do you want to focus on? Do you want to focus on like just being a front end developer, back end developer, full stack? Then with the monthly subscription, you have access to all of that. So you don't need to sign up to anything else. But if you want to become a Shopify developer and you want to get into that world where you're making income for yourself, creating applications to be able to make income aside from being a regular developer working for somebody, because like let's say for example you could come to CodingPhase, start with the monthly subscription, right? You do like 2-3 months, cool, you found a job. Now you're there, you're working as a developer, you're like, what, wouldn't it be nice if I could make some extra income on my own, right? So then that's when you have different options of like, oh, maybe I should try the 6-figure bundle, which teaches you how to make money with advertisement or niche websites. So like, let's say, for example, you think of an idea or a niche or a website that you want to create and you would like to make money with it, right? Then you could go and check out the 6-figure bundle, which teaches you how to make money with basically any type of website. And let's say you decided, I would like to make money with Shopify, which is creating themes, selling the themes, creating applications where people sign up to your application and they pay you like $4, $5, $10, $15 a month for your access to your application. So that's another avenue. So it's like CodingPhase.com, the monthly subscription is to get you to start working. So if you just want to get a job, you're good to go with just a monthly subscription. As you continue to grow as a developer, you'll start noticing, what? I want to do my own thing. Hey, I want to make my own income. Hey, I got ideas that I wish I knew how to make a profit out of it or how to monetize it. And that's when you start looking at the other bundles,
Yeah, because I'm hearing all this stuff like you should specialize in one thing. Like I heard there's React, Python, CSS. I think there was one other thing, JavaScript. So
this different programming languages. That's different. That's like let's say for example, once you learn one programming language, you can learn all of the other ones on your own. Like let's say if I teach you how to program with JavaScript, then you could go ahead and learn how to program with PHP, and you can learn how to program with Python. You can learn how to program with Ruby. Like once you learn programming with one, you could learn the rest of them. But it's different things. It's like if you want to do front end development, that's why I'm building the new website to make it even easier. Like like people like yourself that right now, like a lot of the people that's here on the chat room, a lot of them are already coming from like other platforms or are coming from other instructors or learning from other places, right? So when we come in here and say, oh, what you need to learn to become a front-end developer, they already know the pathway. They already know the things that they got to focus on. But somebody like yourself, you're in the initial state where you still don't know what's the best route, which one's the best thing for me, etc. That's why I'm building this new site where I'm basically making it more accessible to people like yourself where it's just gonna make it easier. You know, like so you come in here to the website and you have the different career paths. You got HTML email developer, front end developer, back end developer, right? Let's say you click on front end developer, right there you have all the classes in order, what you need to learn in that specific order, just like that,
Right,
right?
but I would have to pick this, right? I couldn't get this for for the $20.
Yeah, yeah, no. Matter of fact, this is just me recreating the website to organize it better for people. But all of these courses is what comes with the monthly subscription.
Oh wow! Oh, I get all that for $20. Yeah, I might
Yeah,
do.
exactly. For $20, you get access to all of this. Okay. Now there's gonna be special cases like this, HTML email developer, where you might see like a little fire icon, which comes with a bundle, right? So
Okay.
it's all of these courses plus this ones that are here on the fire, right? But
Yeah.
when you're a monthly subscriber, you get access to all of this. Everything that doesn't have the fire, you get basically access to all of that. You know, but there's gonna be times where you might say, you know what, let me start with the monthly subscription, and then later on, you could always come back and upgrade, and you could upgrade to a yearly membership, right? So a yearly membership is, you know, $397, which gives you access to the premium programming courses, the ASAP developers group, all the career bundles. So pretty much you got access to all the bundles that are here, all these career paths, right? Unlimited to everything. So you won't be limited to say, okay, I got the monthly subscription, but damn, I wish I could get the ones that have the fire on it, right? Now, when you sign up for a year, it just guarantees that you're gonna be here the whole year. So I'll give you access to everything, including the career bundles. You get what I'm saying? So it's $397 plus, like I told you, in almost in every video that I have, I come in, I pull out and give you like 50% off. So $397 divided by 2, you're paying $198 for the whole year. So technically you're paying what, like $40 less if you pay for the whole year, and you save the money, and you freaking get access to every single course. Okay, so
Right.
but again, you could always upgrade. Like, you don't have to do it now. Like, you sign up to the monthly, you could do it for 3 months, 4 months, and then you say, damn, I really like the courses, I would love to have those extra courses that have the fire. Cool, upgrade. You know what I mean? Upgrade to the yearly membership, and then you could cancel at any time. You know, so it's not a commitment of like, oh, I gotta stay here for the rest of my life. It's like, nah, you pay. It's like prepaying. You know what I mean? It's like you prepay what you're gonna use for the whole year. You know, but yeah, it's a lot of savings. You save on that. If you go in, like I have right now, I think it's like how many? I think in total is about like 80 courses on codingphase.com. So like, let's say if you was to go to Udemy and you was to try to buy 80 courses, right now I think they have each course, sometimes they might have it at $10, but most courses right now are being sold at $16 on Udemy. So that's $1,280. You know, if you was to get all the courses individually at $10 or $20, $16 on CodingPhase, it's like for $20 you get access to everything. So if you really about this and you want to go in and knock this out, you could do 4 courses a month. So, and when you calculate, you're like, okay, I'm paying $5 for each. You know, like
Yeah.
I'm not trying to become a millionaire off this shit. Like, I'm just trying to pay off, like, you know, for the work that I've done. You know, like, but that's why I give the 50% off. You get what I'm saying? And if you catch it at a 50% off, you're paying $2.50 for each course. You know,
It's
but
it's
it's
like
definitely worth it.
you said, yeah, like you said. I think since I'm starting, I think the $20 one is
Yeah. Check the $20 monthly subscription, and you could always upgrade. You could always, you know, and like I said, you could always cancel it too if you be like, this is not for me. You know, because sometimes people get interested in the career, but then don't really understand the amount of work that it takes to learn all of those things. And
Yeah.
there's no commitment. There's not like, oh, you're stuck here forever. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's all about just.
Do you think that I need to practice? I need to put this into action and also do the course. Is there a way for me to
Yeah.
like
So
practice?
So when you're doing the courses, you go in, you watch the video. So you're doing it with me, right? I try to teach it to you in a way where it's as if like me and you are talking right now, like we're doing it together. So
Right.
it's not just like, oh, here's a picture of it and then you do it. It's like, now I'm talking to you. I'm telling you what we're doing, why we're doing it, right? What's the next thing that we're gonna do, why we're gonna do that, etc. So you're following along with me, but it's as if I'm moving the mouse with you, like I'm there with you. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay. Yeah.
so it's easy to learn it. But yeah, man, if you got any more questions, email me codingphase@gmail.com. Let's stay in contact, man. I'm gonna head out. I'm
Yep.
gonna see if
If
I.
you want, I'm starting a stream on my channel. So if you want to pass by over there,
Yeah.
I'm getting started there. It's
All
up to
right,
you.
cool. Yeah, I mean, right now I'm about to be honest, I'm going daddy duties. I'm gonna give my kids a bath and put them to sleep. Like
Oh,
I got a regular life. You know what I mean? It's like Joe comes in here. It's like Superman got to put on the Clark Kent suit on. You know what I mean? Like got to get back to the real world of like taking care of my kids. But yeah, man, definitely email me so we could stay in contact and we could work something.
Yeah, man.
All right, man. Thank you for coming through, bro.
Thanks, man. I'll talk to you later.
All right, guys. So you already know it's your boy Joe back at it again, codingphase.com. Thank you for hanging out with me. We chill for what, 2 hours, right? This was supposed to be half an hour, but sometimes it's so good. Like I really enjoy hanging out with you guys. So it is what it is. For those of you guys that hanged out with me for 2 hours, thank you. Yeah, man. What does a common Joe? I've asked more than 10 times. I don't know what you asked, bro. Review my portfolio. Send it to me, codingphase@gmail.com. Sometimes things get lost in the emails, guys. But yeah, like I said, man, I really enjoy hanging out with you guys. And thank you for hanging out with your boy. Okay. And now it's back to daddy duties, man. Putting the kids to sleep. You know what I mean? What more can I say? We've been here for a while. Shout out to Tyler Benton. Shout out to Christina coming through. Shout out to Derb. Shout out to Static Coder. Shout out to Luminate. Shout out to Andrew. Let's see. Let me see. When is the website getting updated? The website is getting updated this week. It was supposed to be done by Wednesday, but shit got prolonged. I had to do other things. But right now, everything is getting done. It should be done hopefully by maybe tomorrow night. It's almost done. It's just I gotta add some couple of extra things to it, and then from there it should be up. Yeah, just to make your life easier if you're a new developer and you could have things in order, all of the skills that you need to have to get a specific career path. And that's what we're gonna be focusing on CodingPhase from now on. Like, there's not gonna be a timeline. There's gonna be different career paths, right? Um, you could get front end, you could get back end, you could get full stack, you could do Shopify developer, you could do WordPress developer, you could do HTML email developer. Okay. So you're basically getting a career path where you can say, okay, this is the things I need to learn, and this is what I'm focusing on. So all of you guys can succeed and have fun while doing it. Okay. Okay, so it is what it is, man. Take care, guys. I'm gonna see you guys later. Take care. Peace. Love you guys. I'm out.